What happens when you cross two of the world's most intelligent dog breeds, the Poodle and the Border Collie? In this video, you'll learn everything there is to know about the incredibly popular, playful, and intelligent Bordoodle mixed breed. Are you thinking about getting a Bordoodle? In the following article, we take a closer look at the Bordoodle, a well-known doodle mix. This puppy is a cross between a Border Collie and a Poodle. Is it, however, the right dog for your family? Bordoodles are high-energy dogs who require a lot of physical and mental stimulation. They despise being left alone for an extended period of time. Look no further than this pup if you want a beautiful teddy bear look-alike who also has brains. But he possesses more than just beauty and intelligence. He also adds joy, entertainment, and cuddles to your daily routine. What more could you ask for? The Bordoodle, however, is much more than this. So, let's see what else they have to offer, and, more importantly, whether you have what it takes to be a Bordoodle mom or dad. Let's get started. The Bordoodle has both brains and beauty, thanks to both of his parents. Mixed dog personalities and appearances are never guaranteed, but this guy usually takes the best of both of his parents. He truly is the whole package, so let's see if he's the right dog for you. When it comes to family time, Bordoodles are gentle and loving dogs. He enjoys cuddling with his human pack. And, thanks to his fluffy coat, he makes an excellent canine hot water bottle. He doesn't have a favorite family member, just whoever is the most interested in fussing over him. He is reserved around strangers, especially those who come onto his property. However, due to his poodle ancestors, he will eventually warm up to them. He won't be too in their faces, which is a plus for guests who don't like doggy hair on their outfits. This mix of stranger friendliness and approachability makes him approachable and lovable. And it fosters a positive interaction for everyone. He has a lot of energy that needs to be channeled. Otherwise, he might lash out at your favorite piece of furniture. So, in addition to exercise, he requires a family who will play with him throughout the day. If you've always wanted a dog who enjoys fetching, this could be the one. This hybrid hound is also extremely intelligent and, as a result, extremely obedient. So, if you want a dog who can do tricks and is always at your disposal, he might be the one for you. This guy does not become perfect on his own. He, like all other dogs, requires training, but he will learn much faster than most. He is a flexible dog as long as he gets the exercise he requires, as well as the companionship and attention he deserves. This means he is well suited to most family situations and has an overall well-mannered temperament that most people adore. The Bordoodle's size is entirely determined by his poodle parent's size. Typically, the Bordoodle is mixed with a standard-sized poodle. If he is a standard-sized poodle puppy, he will stand between 16 and 22 inches tall. He'll weigh between 35 and 65 pounds. However, some breeders may choose to cross the miniature poodle with the Border Collie. This is just one of the many reasons why you should only work with reputable breeders. They will not only do what is best for the puppy, but they will also be able to show you their parents and predict how big he will be. He is typically a medium-sized dog with an athletic body beneath all that fur. He has adorable button eyes and a cute button nose, and his ears usually drop down rather than stand erect. His appearance, like that of all new mixed breeds, can vary greatly. And no one will know for sure until he is born. He may also inherit heterochromia from his Border Collie parent, in which one eye is blue and the other is brown. This has nothing to do with his health, it simply adds to his unique appearance. However, the Bordoodle's eyes are typically dark brown. They are frequently misidentified as an Aussie Poo because the Australian Shepherd and Border Collie have very similar appearances. The Bordoodle has the coat of a Border Collie, but with the loose curls of a Poodle. This gives him the appearance of a cuddly canine teddy bear that both children and adults want to pet. He has a medium-length coat. His Border Collie parent is a heavy shedder, while his Poodle parent is a hypoallergenic dog with minimal shedding. The Bordoodle's coat could be influenced by either parent. Or he could be somewhere in the middle. However, if you are looking for a low-shedding dog or one that is hypoallergenic, the Bordoodle is not the dog for you. He usually wears the traditional Border Collie colors of black and white. However, He has been known to take on any poodle color, including white, black, brown, silver, cream, red, and apricot. Or any combination of them. The Bordoodle is a high-energy dog who requires at least 45 minutes of exercise per day. However, given that both of his parents are working breeds, this could take up to an hour. Whatever amount of exercise he requires, expect it to be intense in order to burn off that stored energy. The Bordoodle will not be satisfied with a leisurely stroll around the block. In addition to exercise, he requires playtime to keep his mind active. He will become destructive and unruly if he becomes bored. For this guy, unruly behavior means losing his obedience streak and attempting to herd children and other pets around the house. When it comes to living arrangements, this guy would prefer to live in a house with a yard. Intelligent dogs become restless when confined to a house all day. He's unlikely to be content living in a small apartment, either. He will live happily with small children in the home, and he will most likely develop a strong attachment to the children in your family. Just make sure he doesn't try to herd them, as this can be annoying and intimidating for children. He might also try his luck on the other pets in the house, which could lead to a fight. If you notice any herding behavior in the house, it is most likely due to boredom. Take it as a sign that you should take him out more often. You must also train it out of him, which we will discuss in the following section. Yes, the Bordoodle is one of the most intelligent mixed dog breeds, but he didn't get that way by accident. He, like any other dog, must be taught manners and commands. Begin training him as soon as you welcome him into your home. This increases your chances of having a well-behaved dog by your side. Because he is reserved, it is critical to socialize him early to prevent him from becoming too shy or overprotective. Introduce him to as many dogs and humans as possible, both on and off your estate. Make it a pleasant experience each time, so he realizes that not everyone is an enemy. You must keep an eye on his behavior in the house due to his Border Collie herding genes. He has a tendency to herd children or small animals, especially when bored. It must not be tolerated, and it must be discouraged immediately. Fortunately, because he is so intelligent, he will quickly learn that herding is not permitted. It's also a good idea to begin grooming him as soon as possible because you'll be doing a lot of it. He'll have to get used to it. And if he doesn't like it, you'll have a difficult time doing it. Make it a fun experience by including lots of Squeaky, who's a good boy, and tasty treats. The Bordoodle is a relatively healthy dog with a life expectancy of 11 to 16 years. Because he is a mixed breed, he may inherit the health issues of either breed. Make yourself aware of the health concerns most common to the breeds, as well as the symptoms, as you would with any dog. The conditions that may affect the Bordoodle are based on the health concerns of the Border Collie and the standard-sized Poodle. Hip dysplasia. Both the Border Collie and the Poodle have hip dysplasia, which means he is predisposed to it. Hip dysplasia is a painful malformation of the hip joint socket that can lead to arthritis and loss of limb use later in life. Eye problems. Once again, both of his parents have a variety of eye problems. Progressive retinal atrophy, collie eye, and cataracts are the most common. If left untreated, each of these can result in vision loss. Just because he is predisposed to certain health conditions does not mean he will experience them. And just because his breed isn't prone to a disease doesn't mean he won't get it. To ensure good health, understand and listen to your Bordoodle's body, and keep up with regular vaccinations and vet appointments. Every day, the Bordoodle will consume approximately 2 cups of food. They are known to have sensitive stomachs, so feeding them a chicken-free dog food can help keep their stomachs calm. He will thrive on high-quality kibble that provides a well-balanced diet. Although protein is the most important component of a dog's diet, he also requires healthy carbohydrates, fiber, omega fatty acids, vitamins, and minerals to live a healthy life. It is critical to feed him life-stage-appropriate food because his nutrient requirements differ when he is a puppy versus an adult or a senior. When he is 12 months old, you should transition him to adult kibble. When he reaches the age of 7 or 8, you should consider transitioning him to senior kibble. Omega fatty acids are essential for a dog who is constantly on the move. His bones and joints are also overworked, so make sure he gets enough glucosamine. Look for ingredients like meat meals, fish, fish oils, flaxseed, eggs, chicken fat, and canola oil in his kibble, to name a few. They will also help to keep his coat looking beautiful and healthy, as well as provide a slew of other advantages. Always feed him the highest quality diet you can afford because it will improve his health. In the long run, this could indicate that he will be with you for a little longer. And if he's healthier, he'll be able to avoid costly vet bills. Depending on which parent he inherits, the Bordoodle is likely to be a light to moderate shedder. Because the Bordoodle's Border Collie parent sheds, your pup will most likely shed more if they take after this side of the breed. They will shed less if they are like their Poodle parent, as Poodles are known to be hypoallergenic dogs. His Border parent also has a longer, straighter coat than his Poodle parent, who has a shorter, curly coat. So, his brushing schedule will be determined by who he takes after more. If he has loose curls like his Border parent, he will need to be brushed every other day to keep his coat from becoming matted. If he has a shorter coat that sheds lightly, he will only need to be brushed twice a week. It all comes down to common sense when it comes to the Bordoodle's coat. If you notice tangles on his coat, you'll know you need to brush him more. Or if hair hurricanes are wreaking havoc on your home. To keep him smelling fresh and looking sharp, he will need to be bathed every 8 to 12 weeks. Find a natural shampoo that is gentle on his skin. Because the Bordoodle has a number of eye issues, you should check his eyes once a week to ensure that they are healthy. If they are weeping, you notice any changes in their appearance, or he is scratching them, you should take him to the vet just in case. A Bordoodle puppy from a reputable breeder costs between $700 and $1,500 on average. Doodle mixes are becoming increasingly popular because they are cute and shed less, and this is often a determining factor in pricing. Keep in mind that the initial cost is not the only price factor to consider. There are puppy beds, collars, toys, vet bills, and insurance to consider, among other things. You might be able to find a Bordoodle for less than the suggested price. However, if you do, be aware that they are most likely an unscrupulous breeder. Both of these, as well as puppy mills, are only concerned with profit rather than puppy health. As a result, please avoid them at all costs. Work only with reputable breeders who will meet you in person and let you meet the puppies and their parents. They will show you health clearances and explain what to expect. If you have a good feeling about them, stick with them. If you don't, you should leave.